Hey fellow traders, good to see you again. I'm not teaching you to lose money. I'm just here to help you. You know, so many people think that I'm their teacher, and I don't have a course. I don't have anything like that at the moment. I just put these YouTube videos out there to you guys to help you, to give you some assistance in the markets and to help you understand the truth about trading. And the trading is a 50-50 game. 50% of the time you're going to win your trades, and 50% of the time you're going to lose your trades no matter what the system. I'm out there to try and help you with a system that will make you successful, that'll give you an edge, that'll put you somewhere forward rather than taking 2 steps backward. That's the idea behind this, and I'm going to show you a system today that might help you. But I'm not teaching you a system, I'm just helping you with a system, and if you need help, by all means comment. But guys, if you do comment, please watch the whole video, or on the other videos as well. If you comment on them, please watch the whole video, and don't base your comment on what all the other guys are telling you, on what all the other guys are teaching you. Base your comment on my video or my style, and let's take it from there, because I've seen a few comments that I can see the guys never watched the video and they're just commenting basing assumptions on what all the other gurus are doing. You just want to sell me a course. When have I ever mentioned selling you a course? Probably never. I don't intend to. How did that come about? You know, there's quite a few out there. I'm just bringing that up so that you guys know. I love seeing the comments. I'm so happy that you guys are subscribing. I'm so happy that you guys are commenting, and I'm really happy to help you. But for me to help you, you've got to put your side in as well. And I know when you haven't, and I know when you're just like trying to be sarcastic or funny with your comments. It's ridiculous, to be honest with you. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, trading is risky. Trading is an 80% of traders lose. Just to point that out. And if you don't like losing, and if you don't like risk, and if you don't like losing money, don't trade. And how many times I've got to say that, I really don't know. But while you're here, go and check out my secret blog. I give a free trade idea every single day. It's just an idea. It's not trading advice. Remember guys, I'm not giving you financial advice. It's just idea. It's just my idea to you and my help to you, right? Got that? So go down there, get your free trade, and it's every single day. Unless I'm in hospital or on holiday or not available, it's there every day. And then on top of that, get your free Forex book. It might be in the description here. Sometimes it's in the blog, it's in the index, and it's also on the side of the blog. It's a PDF, it's free, and it's for you. Enjoy it. Please enjoy it. But while we're here, go and check out this trading system and see if that helps you. Let's talk about chart patterns. Now you can see that we've got a head and shoulders developing on this chart. Now I'm not going to go into all the other chart patterns, but I just noted that on this particular chart, this is the France 40. We had a beautiful support area here. Now we've gone through all the support areas in our past videos. You can have a look at support and resistance in our past videos, but I am going to go into it a little bit here so that you can understand it. So today we're just going to talk about this chart pattern. We're also going to talk about where this chart is going and what support and resistance is doing for us here. Now this is on the 4 hour, so I'm just going to leave it on the 4 hour so that you guys can clearly see what we've got here. This head and shoulders, there's a shoulder, there's a big head, there's another shoulder here. Now what happens with the head and shoulders? Because now you look at this and you see your support and you think, wow, it's gone into support, let's take a long trade, which is exactly what we're all thinking, because we also got a nice trend going up here. Now if you go back onto the day chart and you have a look at this, you can actually see the trend, and it's bounced off this trend line perfectly, which is a trade that we took and we made a profit on, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely perfect. If you go back to the 4 hour chart here, you'll see a head and shoulders. What it is, if this continues on, if this shoulder was to go down below the support and start breaking support and making it into a resistance, this would be a perfect trade, because what you would have, it'd go down, it'd come back, and you'd come back out again, and you'd have a perfect trade down. Why? Because of this head and shoulders. And if this head and shoulders was to take effect, you could measure the distance to the top of the head, to the bottom here, and take that distance down, and that's how far down it would travel. It would be an excellent trade. So what we did, we took a trade up at the higher level here, 81, sort of, I think it was 81.16, 81.15. We took a trade there. We went short, it came down, and we profited. We
got out of the short and we took a long trade. The long trade went up and we took profit there early because of this head and shoulders. I don't trust this head and shoulders. Now, if you look at what we've got here, we've got a trend line coming down this way. I would actually prefer to bring it a bit closer. It's also be sort of creating another sort of pattern here as well. So it might get to about 80, 50, 80, 60, somewhere there, and then bounce off this area, staying in this and break out of this triangle. This is sort of, ascending triangle. If it breaks out of that, it's going to break down and you're going to have the head and shoulder scenario, and it's going to be quite a big short. Now, with all the unrest going on around the world and that sort of thing, it's a great possibility. We can look at other scenarios here. The other scenarios are quite simple. If you look at a situation where this continues on up, you could also take the short out of the resistance at the top here, which should also be quite good. If I need to remove that. Wow. Okay, no problem. If it goes all the way up to the resistance, you can take your short back down to there as well. You can also take a long. Right now, if you want to, you can take a long trade at this point and it'll continue up probably onto this resistance trend line at the top here. What I'm saying to you guys is, though, just watch out for these patterns in the market. These patterns can be quite a bugbear in your system. There's a lot of lines drawn on this chart, far too many for my liking. I just want to say to you, go and have a look at patterns. There are different patterns out there that you can check out, which will, if you identify them in the market, you can just watch yourself when you're taking a trade. Now, this particular trade, there's your support. As you know, we've talked about support and resistance. So let's just take all of these lines out of the way, particularly this one. And I'm going to take this one out because we don't need it now. That was just for the head and shoulders, and the head and shoulders is not playing out at the moment. You must never preempt anything. In other words, while you see the head and shoulders developing, don't take that as, oh, it's a head and shoulders, let me trade the head and shoulders. No, because as you can see clearly, this one has bounced out of this and it's still in this downtrend. What you want to do here is take a short based on this sort of scenario. When it gets up to this trend line, you can take your short there and it'll come back down, but just remember there's a big daily resistance support sitting down here that it's going to sit on, and it might not go through it. So if you want to trade shorter than that, you've got to wait for it to break through this big support, and then you can trade it on the other side. Otherwise, you're trading long from here and going back up. So you're sort of trading in this trend line. If we remove, if we remove this one, well, I'm not going to bother, it's too much hassle, but you can get your sort of channel coming down this way. You can see there's a big channel here. That's your channel. You can use that channel to trade within. If it breaks below this major support, then you're sitting with a definite big short trade, because then you've got the head and shoulders playing out and you've got your downtrend playing out as well. The trading between the trend lines, trading your support, trading your resistance. If it comes back up to your resistance, you wait for it to come out, you trade down, comes down to your support, you wait for it to come out and go up. But try and trade it within this trend as well. You know that it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, and you just take it in those areas. Take the shorts. If trend is your friend, follow the trend. The trend is down on this one. That said, I did take a short and I did take a long, but I got out of the long trade early because not only have we got a downtrend, I also identified this big head and shoulders, and I don't want to be the one caught with a long trade and this thing comes crashing down on the head and shoulders. So it just, the risk effect here is something you have to take into account. And the risk is high on a long trade simply because of the trend and because of the pattern. And if you look at that risk, rather don't take that risk. Although I did, I got out early, I took the profit, and effectively I'm very happy because you've got a nice short profit, then you've got a bit of a long profit as well. My next trade on this will be the short. The short will be around about this area over here, and we'll take it short going down into this major daily support area, because as you know, we get this big support area from the higher time frame. So that is how you trade your trend line, support and resistance, and your daily pattern. And I'll just keep trying to show you these videos so that you get a better idea of how we are trading on a daily basis, keeping it as simple as we possibly can. So now that you've seen the trading system, I do hope that is somehow going to help your trading and is somehow going to take you forward with your trading. Like I say, I'm here to help. Please feel free to put in the comments what your trading system is. Feel free to put in the comments what you do to make a profit and how your risk management is set up. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind answering them. I don't have time to put out live videos and things like that. I do have my main source that I
that I look after myself with. These videos are free and it's just there to help you guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, don't forget to watch the last video, and bye.